The Green Valley Society in Chicago, Illinois, looked like the perfect place to live. 5 tall apartment buildings stood around a small park with benches, a playground, and bright street lights. During the day, the society was full of life, children riding bicycles, neighbors walking dogs, and people chatting near the entrance gate. But after midnight, the place felt strangely empty. Most lights turned off. The park became silent, and the long apartment corridors echoed with the smallest sounds. 19-year-old Lena Parker lived in Building C, apartment 504. That weekend, her parents had gone to visit relatives in another city. They trusted Lena to stay alone for one night. "Lock the doors and don't open the door for strangers," her mother reminded her before leaving. Lena rolled her eyes and laughed. "Mom, it's a gated society. Nothing happens here." By 11:40 p.m., Lena was lying on the couch watching a movie. The TV light flickered across the living room walls while the rest of the apartment remained dark. Outside the window, she could see the quiet courtyard of the society. One streetlight flickered. Everything else was silent. At 12:15 a.m., Lena heard something in the hallway outside her apartment. Footsteps. Slow footsteps. That wasn't unusual. Sometimes neighbors came home late, but these footsteps were different. They were very slow, and they stopped right outside her door. Lena muted the TV. The apartment became completely quiet. She waited. After a few seconds, she heard something else. Scratch, scratch, like fingernails slowly dragging across the door. Lena frowned and walked toward the entrance. "Hello?" she called. No answer. She looked through the peephole. The hallway light glowed dimly, but the corridor was empty. No one stood outside. Feeling slightly confused, Lena stepped back. "Probably kids messing around," she muttered. She returned to the couch and continued watching the movie. About 20 minutes later, her phone buzzed. It was a society security notification from the building camera system that residents could access. "Motion detected, floor 5 corridor." Lena opened the camera feed. The screen showed the long hallway outside her apartment. The camera view was grainy, but she could see the doors of the apartments lined along the corridor. For a moment, nothing happened. Then a figure slowly walked into the frame. A tall man wearing a dark hoodie. His face was hidden in shadows. He walked slowly down the corridor, stopping at every apartment door. He stood still, each one for a few seconds, then moved to the next. Lena's stomach tightened. The man finally stopped in front of apartment 504, her apartment. He stood there without moving, just staring at the door. Lena felt a cold chill run down her spine. She quietly locked the door again to make sure it was secure. Then she checked the camera feed. The man was still there, standing completely still. Minutes passed. He didn't knock. He didn't move. He just stood there, watching the door. Suddenly, the doorbell rang. Lena jumped. Her heart pounded loudly in her chest. She slowly walked toward the door and looked through the peephole again. The hallway was empty. The man was gone. Confused, she checked the camera feed again. The corridor camera showed something strange. The man had not left. He was still standing in front of her door, but he wasn't in the hallway anymore. He was standing so close to the door that the camera couldn't see him, which meant he was only a few inches away from her on the other side. Lena slowly stepped backward. Her breathing became shallow. Then her phone buzzed again. Another notification appeared, but this time it wasn't from the corridor camera. It was from the living room camera inside her apartment. The message read, "Motion detected, living room." Lena froze. She was standing near the front door, which meant someone else was already inside. Slowly, she turned toward the dark living room, and in the faint reflection of the TV screen, she saw a tall figure standing silently behind her, watching